What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about the Scream 2022 soundtrack. So this comes from Critical Overlord, who then thanked Top Girl Cassidy, so I want to make sure the trail of who to thank is a well-known. I'm going to go over the song names. So these are, as far as I can tell, official. We have the names. We have them in order, which will probably be the order of the movie. In fact, it is, so that's another thing to keep in mind. So I'm going to say it right now, if you don't want to know, because in my opinion, I do think there are potentially two spoilers. You have to do a little, connections, but I do think this spoils some things. So if you want completely out, I respect you. I hope to see you in the future, and leave right now, okay? 3, 2, 1... All right, let's read them, and then we'll talk about the ones that stand out. New Horizons, Rules to Survive, Ring Ring, Would You Like to Play a Game, Apparitions, Amends, History Repeats, Suspects, Rules, and Requels, Cold Refreshments, In Hot Water, Pain in the Neck, Diversions, Lights Out, Hospital Visitor, Sacrifice, Not My Story, I Started All This, Chrome Face, The Expert, Welcome to Act 3, Where It All Began, True Fans, Passing the Torch, and Ghostface. Now again, I do believe this is in order. The two that mainly stand out, and I've read it a couple times now, two that really stand out is 15, which is Sacrifice, and also 23, which is Passing the Torch. So, look, Sacrifice, again, this is, you guys are in here, I said the spoiler, so I'm not gonna be afraid, and I'm not gonna feel bad for saying it, that it has to be Dewey. In fact, if you even look at the two before it, Lights Out and Hospital Visitor, I feel like those are actually all gonna be, that's all one thing. You know what I mean? Lights Out, like everything in the hospital, then Hospital Visitor, as in Ghostface, I'd imagine, and then Sacrifice is Dewey sacrificing himself. It really sucks because I don't know how much closer you can possibly get. Now, again, it is a connection. I am just saying it. You'll always have the people and you'll have the filmmakers say, well, expect the unexpected. And just because you think and as I've said, I think a lot of that is theatrics. I get why they say it, but I think a lot of it is kind of dumb because I do think there's a lot of stuff you can very easily put together. And now that we see the soundtrack, it's different now. It just is. And then Passing the Torch, no other way of, how else are you going to think about that? Passing the Torch, obviously, from Sydney to, now, doesn't have to be Sydney to Sam. Could be Sydney to Tara. It could happen. But, obviously that means that I'm not going to, cry myself to sleep about that one, the Passing the Torch one, because 4, that was the idea. The idea is to pass the torch down. This, I've said it 1,000 times. I don't want this to be Sydney's last movie. I want her back in 6. If you want to stop her after 6, that's fine. I really think some people undervalue how important Sydney is to Scream. And I guess maybe, and I don't know. I don't know if, these movies after, without her, are going to, hurt, and we're going to be able to sense that, oh yeah, they're missing her. But I get the feeling that that's going to happen. It's just me. It's just my opinion. But I really think Sydney means more to Scream than a lot of people maybe realize, and maybe they just don't know. And again, maybe I'm just making it up, and maybe we'll find out in the future. So, but yet again, I have nothing against passing the torch down. I get it. You can't have, she's 48. What are you going to have? Now, Jamie Lee Curtis came back, but you're going to have 60, 65-year-old Nev Campbell leading Scream 9, running around, from Ghostface. Eventually you can't do it. So I understand the idea of passing the torch. I just don't think that has to mean she leaves or she's gone. And that's why, again, I'm not going to beat myself up too far in that. A couple other ones, I guess, stand out. The Chrome Face, obviously that's the metallic thing. Now that's interesting because they put that here. So Chrome Face, which could be the flamethrower scene, right, is after Sacrifice, which is after Dewey. I think a lot of people thought Chrome Face would probably be before when it comes to probably Suspects, Rules, and Requels, which is probably them doing the studying thing, talking about the rule, when Dewey's talking to them on the couches, right? I feel like that's that. And I think that a lot of us probably thought the Chrome Face, Ghostface mask would be around there. So it's interesting that it's not, and it's actually later. Maybe it is real. Well, no, people have said it's from Stab, so I don't know. I mean, it could just be Stab, but later on in the movie. Welcome to Act 3, that's kind of funny. Where It All Began, obviously Stu's house. True Fans, true fans can, I believe, have ambiguous meanings. It could be talking actually about us, right, that we'll notice something. But I also think it could mean the smart girl or person, like Mindy, right? Mindy is most likely the Randy of this movie. I think it could also refer to her. That's just a kind of a theory, I guess, that I have. I don't really know if any like history repeats. That sounds like the same. That sounds like when Dewey's calling Sydney personally, right? That like it's happening again. Apparitions, I know, stood out to a lot of people in terms of, you know, that could be a Billy thing. As I've said, my wild card prediction is that we see, you know, Skeet Ulrich as Billy, like his face, like we see that in the movie. So that could very well be that. I guess what's interesting is New Horizons, Rules to Survive, Ring Ring, Would You Like to Play a Game? Now, we know in the trailers and stuff for the TV spots, like, would you like to play a game, Tara? I guess, well, actually, it's kind of weird now, right? So, like, the fourth song is that. Is that the phone call to Tara? Because, like, is that not the opening of the movie? But, like, Ring Ring is obviously when she gets the call. So what's Rules to Survive and New Horizons? Like, what are those two things? You know what I mean? So it'll be interesting, actually, how... I feel like, if anything, this does answer some questions. I think it seals the deal on Dewey, sadly. But I think it actually leaves us a bit more questioning things when it comes to the opening, because I don't think the opening is as you know, cut and dry or as predictable as maybe we thought it was. Those are just some you know, immediate thoughts after seeing it. Let me know, you know, what you guys think in the comments below. You know, we'll be back. I'll have other videos that are not spoiler over the next couple of days as well, so don't worry about that either. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on. If you guys want to follow me anywhere else, I have a Twitter account, I have a second YouTube channel, I also have Patreon and YouTube memberships. Links for them all are in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next video.